Hello, Livestream. How are you, man? Oh, you know, doing okay. Just got back from the vet with Fred, and so it's been a little bit of a stressful day, but we're okay. Yeah. He's got some big tumors, but Doc's like, you know, it'd be way too expensive to do surgery, and he's really old, so probably just let him live out his years as long as he's not in pain or anything, so. I'm not gonna do surgery or anything, but we did get him his shots and all that. And now he's just gonna rest, don't you, boy? It's been a tough day. Alright. Let's jump back into it. We're doing our third task now. Enough with the secrecy. What's this big plan of yours? Look there. That is my big plan. That's a big ship. With a... Well, what is that? It's a puniti. She'll be pulling our boat upriver. How do we know she won't thrash about and sink us instead? They're gentle and timid creatures, for the most part. She's unlikely to cause a fuss unless you give her reason to. First alpacas, now punities. We're relying a lot on animals on this journey. We should be thankful we have an animal expert as our guide then. What, did it have to be my old nemesis? Another boat? Well, I took you for someone who was up for the challenge. Was I wrong? Ugh. Long ago, when fighting still raged between the clans, the inhabitants of Kozamuuka rode these riverboats to move swiftly through hostile territory. But the vessels see little use with Tyrrell now at peace, so I was able to borrow one of the few which remain. I did consider a dirigible, but the pilots warned me that the updrafts near the falls would make landing difficult. You said you borrowed one, yet there appear to be several on the water. Kona! Lamati, traveling up the river, I presume? Seems that way. Does this mean you've earned 2 keystones already? I can't believe how well you've managed despite undertaking the contest alone. Actually, I've gotten 4. I was never alone. I've had my own entourage with me since the beginning. My friends, it's been, well, not that long. Oh gosh, we're competing? Thancred, Urianje, what are you doing here? Escorting a promise, the same as you. I'd heard much of the uncomparable Archons during my time at the Studium. As soon as the contest was confirmed, I thought, who better recruit to my own cause? I contacted the Scholarch, who arranged an introduction to these 2 gentlemen. The second promise had specific requirements. They who would be his assistants must boast both proven survival skills and mastery of the arcane arts. Thus did Thinker and I receive the summons. My own studies concentrate on technology which our people could readily use, such as inventions born of magitech or clever engineering. Where magic was concerned, I covered only the foundation. Knowing you 2, I expect you had other reasons for accepting the job. A few. The nation of Tula Yolao spans an entire continent, Depending on who wins the throne, the world may be plunged into instability once more. Ever have we striven to preserve peace? Where is our place if not here and now? We did our due diligence, of course, and made sure of who we were working with before agreeing to this endeavor. He's even more opaque than Urianger at times, but it's surprisingly... That's quite enough of that. We must be on our way. Wait, I have one question before you leave. Kona and Wuklamat are vying for the throne. As Kona's entourage, does that mean you're resolved to defeat all his opponents, including us? We're sworn to do all in our power to win this contest for Kona, even if it means competing against our own comrades. It's gonna get good. We intend to hold nothing back and expect you to do the same. And we won't disappoint you. Would they not be shitting their pants because I'm like the god of everything? Like, come on. I thought you were taking a boat. Tancred wouldn't destroy me. Fuck off. If even you have been forced to travel on water, then the others will be doing the same. I would rather walk than risk confrontation on a leaky barge with no possibility of retreat. Well, it's true that I can't stand boats, but I trust the route Ehrenfell has chosen for us. Leave the handling of the Puniti to me. Should other wildlife attack us, however, I may have difficulty keeping her under control. Do your best to draw them away as far from the front of the boat as possible. People standing in parking spots live stream typically are like reserving them, you know? Like, nope, I ain't moving. I like to stay on the deck. I'm eager to put my pictomancy to the proof. Hello, Shin. And I'll take any chance to show you that I can hold my own on the battlefield. Then Cryo will stand on guard with Kane. I'll keep Ehrenfell company then. With my blade, I can respond more quickly to threats than Alphino. So what's he gonna do? Thank you. If a fight breaks out, I'll try to stay out of the way. Then I shall endeavor to provide aid where it is needed. That's right. You're the bitch of the group. I can do that as well. That should cover most eventualities. Secure your gear and board the boat when you're ready. Let the hunt begin. Oh, first dungeon, huh? Okay. Alright, let's take a look. Form a party and enter it. Let's see. I don't have much choice, do I? Wait, she can heal? No, I don't think so.
Let's get to it.
Alright. Why won't it let me register for duty? Why won't it let me... Oh, wait, what? I could queue. I could queue. Alright. I just thought that, you know, do the dungeon with, like for story purposes. What the fuck? Where would it be? There we go. Playing with randos. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah. All right. So the entire dungeon is on the boat, I take it, right? Why is he thrusting forward? Anyway. Do. Alright. Yeah, that's my glamour. Having children cloud. Unfortunately, I don't have a Buster Sword, which is a bummer. So I grabbed the best sword I could that I thought would pass for like the fusion blade. Is 2 Pictos bad or good? Yeah. Well, this is a Zantetsu Ken. And it retracts, so when I pull it out, it, like, manifests, right? So it seemed okay. Is this, okay, I think this grassy ground is safe. Why is this thing not attacking me? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen this grass shit yet, so. Tried to find a good Buster Sword, Tosh. I've been unsuccessful. If you guys find one, I'd be happy to take a look. I mean, it's kind of the limit break, but it's like, you know, it's not really the limit, like, you know, the limit break does like a, I guess you could call it a glowing Buster Sword? I don't know. But it's not like it's an actual Buster Sword that you carry around or anything. Well, yeah, I know it's the Buster Sword. I never said it's not the Buster Sword. I'm just saying that it's not like you're carrying it around. would be okay with the fusion sword as an alternate, obviously. Am I fighting Sin? No, this is more like a manatee. Oh dear. I imagine I'm going all the way over here. Oh dear. Okay, I'll take a gander at it after the dungeon. Thank you, Tasha. I'm safe in this little corner. That'll do. That wasn't too bad. Okay. Is that better than one of the rings I have? No. What the hell is Wake Lemon? Oh, Wook Lamont? Yeah, it's fine. Drowsy? This is fucking Pokemon? That's a lot of guys. That's a lot of fish. It's going okay, Zora Penguin. I'm enjoying it. The music is definitely better in Endwalker, though, for the battles, so I might switch that back up. When I do dungeons, but other than that, it's been good. I have no idea how I'm doing as Dark Knight. Overall, like, damage-wise. I don't think there's any way to really know that until we get into Raid. No, I'm gonna, like, hear it all, but at least for, like, the dungeon battle music, so far, Endwalker's better at the moment. But again, that was gonna be a hard one to beat. I fucking love the Endwalker boss themes. Oh, wait a second. That first one looks really good, actually, as far as a Buster Sword goes. That Tasha sent me? I'm gonna have to find that, actually. Did she put a name there? What's the first, you know, what's the first? Okay, she said Ravel Keeper's Guillotine. Is that the first one you sent me? Okay. I'll have to take a gander at that. Because that actually looks really good. Okay. I mean, I will stop everything I'm doing to farm that right now. I'll be honest with you. Like, that looks... That's as good as you're gonna get, I think, so far. I don't even know that existed. The Buster Sword. Hey, look, it's, what's his name? Abaddon from FF9. So this, I think, is gonna turn out to be like the FF9 expansion. We had the Zidane, wind-up Zidane that we got for pre-ordering. The Viper is literally Zidane's class, so yeah. That looks like to be what we're gonna get here. Yeah, that's the wind-up Zidane, yeah. Not that many yet, but it's like, you know, you're gonna get a lot when it, like, later on, I think. Like, that's literally an Abaddon straight from FF9, you know? Oh, a Garnet minion as well? Okay, yeah, that's interesting, yeah. I mean, that basically symbolizes, hey, FF9 expansion. Which, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Boy, okay, they really like their minions in this dungeon. Wait, no, the minions are attacking this. Never mind. Is he munching on him? Looks like he's munching on him. Motherfucker, I'm trying to talk to you, sir. I'll bet you do. This boss music is good. I feel like I'm playing the Dark Knight okay. Uh-oh. Owie. Okay, I was not expecting that. Okay, so we gotta be constantly... Okay, I got it. Yeah, you don't want to be in the center of that, my dude. Oh, dear. I don't want to be in the center of that, my dude. There we go. I'm okay. We don't have a res, do we? Oh, I mean, we have a healer, so of course we have a res. What am I talking about? Yay! Happy days. Alright, who am I commending? Oh, we gotta give it to the hot Makote. Alright. Are you sure it's gonna hand me a Buster Sword later?
This is as far as we can go on foot, it seems. We'll have to head back and see about fixing the boat.
Hey! Everyone all right?
Can you link that on in chat so I can look at it, Tay? Just so I can double check that that is correct. I was worried we might not catch up to you. Those caverns you traversed were dug by the Yokoi in their search for gold. Remnants of their excavations can be found throughout this region. While I appreciate the lesson, oh wise guide, are we landing this boat anytime soon? Our river journey is almost over. For proof of that, you'd only look ahead. The falls were impressive enough from a distance, but it's almost too much now. Yes, amazing. Now please let me off. No, no more boats. Are you? Oh, you're not all right. I should be surprised if she was. Even without the nausea, we're all spent. There is a mountain shelter nearby, a resting spot for those who have ascended the stairs. I suggest we make use of it. This is new expansion, yes. That would be a welcome respite. Have you the strength for a short walk, Lucamat? We can rest along the way, too. Damn it all. A promise is meant to lead from the front, not mule and moan like a sick kitten. There are voice lines in some cutscenes, not all, so I'm narrating the ones that don't. Wuklamat. Ignore me, it's a nausea talking. I'm fine, really. Lead on, I'll follow. Well, very well, but if I might say one thing. Just because you're a promise or a claimant for the throne doesn't mean you can't be seen to struggle. You needn't bear the burden alone, so please don't hesitate to talk to us. We're always willing to lend an ear. But, Trial, let's see. Leaning on others is a skill all leaders require. You as well, Kane? I've always believed this is my problem alone, but perhaps you have the right of it. Everybody's got a nod. Yep, everybody nod. Yep. Alright, I'll talk about things. Just give me a moment to collect my thoughts. Of course, as long as you need. We'll be waiting at the shelter when you're ready. They said, there's a shelter here. I mean, we're really right next to it. Like, what? Let me look up the, let's see. FF14 Ravel Keeper. Ravel Keeper Fending set. The guillotine? Yeah, the Ravel Keeper's guillotine. Alright, we got the Katana Ravel. Okay. That's a Shadowbringer dungeon, right? Do I have access to it? Yeah, there it is. Okay. How do I... Let's see. Unrestricted party, right? Unrestricted party, I think. I just join? Okay. So in theory, I should kill all these things without issue, but we'll find out. This might actually take a little while. I mean, I won't take any damage, but yeah. I mean, I guess I killed this fairly quickly. All things considered. I must have it now, Tay. I must. It must be mine now. am I not gathering everything? What am I doing? I must have now! Not at 94, I'm only 91! No, I guess I'm 92 now. Oops. This won't take long. We'll get it in this one run, dude. It's gonna be easy. Like, look how fast I murk these things. We're fine. It'll drop first try, 100%. 100%. We got this. So it's gonna drop right off this boss. And then I can just leave. I also forgot how cool Shadowbringer's music was. Bam, here it is. Right here. Boom. It's just a fluke. Just a fluke. Just a fluke, really. Acrobat, get it? Acrobat, and it's a bat. See, look, it's just sitting here right in this treasure chest. I'm just gonna walk over here and bam, there it is. Yes. Well, I mean, I'm not looking for it. Like, we know it's here. We're just waiting for it to drop, that's all. Piss. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Not like it's a dungeon with 4 or 5 bosses or anything. I remember the Bat Squatch. I don't think I'm missing any of the Dark Knight's abilities. I think I'm using all of them. Bonk. Raktika, I remember Raktika. It's been a while. Been a while since I've been here. Last time was when we did maps down here in Raktika. Alright, if we don't get the drop here, I can always keep going and then we can farm it later if I need it. Or, you know, as Tay said, we get one that looks identical later. So I'm not gonna, like, spam it. We're just giving it the one chance. Yeah, it's gonna be right here in the chest. I mean, like, no problem. Right here. Bada bing, bada boom. A bow? Who the fuck uses a bow? Here, kitty, 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 kitty. So what's my self-healing abilities? Like if I pop Living Dead, what am I using to heal up here? Because the only thing I know is Soul Eater, and that only heals me for like 10k. Like, what are all like there's Abyssal Drain. Just a single target combo, that's really it? Okay. He's gonna drop. We're gonna get the weapon from this chest, right? Yeah, bang. Alright. Took 14 minutes. Alright. Fine. I can take a hint. I'm not that stubborn, okay? Eat some food that they had given me. Alright, we'll continue. I've long felt that I could never tell anyone when I was confused or hurting. That admitting to weakness would bring shame to Papa's name. But if you say you're willing to listen, then there are things I like to talk about. Come on, let's catch up to the others. This one better be voice acted. There's gotta be like an etherite somewhere. Okay, there it is. Ooh! A hunt enemy. Let's do it. I got another sack of nuts. I got three more sacks of nuts. You know, you can do that not on the road. You don't need everybody to see you sleeping in a bed together. Jeez, let's get a room, you two. Okay, we should stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate from our punishing river adventure. Then let's settle in. We'll need a cook fire, and there's meals preparation to be done.
I've been meaning to ask, but how does one become the adopted child of the Dawn Servant?
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time, so I don't remember much. My earliest memories are of life in the palace. All I know is that I was born in Ikbrash, a village in Yaktel. But I've never bothered to return there. As far as I'm concerned, Ulul Jaja is my only parent.
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either.
You don't have any. You're a potato. You sprouted
For a
from the
while,
ground.
I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar. Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love. One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue. I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding. But the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise. For all the good it did. There's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything. I've lived such a sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people.
These are some big-ass mugs.
I don't have Kona's education, or Zoralja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado, not fit to bear my title.
You can't measure your worth by the success of others.
Don't compare myself to my siblings, you mean? I think I see what you're saying. My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers. It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
Well, it's also
You
about
said it
stopping your
yourself.
brothers, but yeah.
How important it is to properly know something. To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool. From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses. Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali. It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. I will find the City of Gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather, Kryl. I swear.
I appreciate it, Wuklamart, but you needn't take on that burden as well. Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and, if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Nothing from Aaronville? No input? Nothing? Just chilling? I guess a smile is as good as you can get, really. It's fine. Meanwhile, in the Second Promises camp, since we know that now Urianger and Thrankrid are helping him.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Nay, there is no need for that. But what of you two? Wuklamat's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
Not that
Helping you
strange.
has made us rivals, aye. But we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it. Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alizé on her rear.
Specifically Alizé? Okay, Thrankrid.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
Wait a second. Does Urianger forget the time when he was being the betrayer? And fighting us technically? I mean, I remember
has
that.
surrounded
Right?
herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates. The head of the students of Baldessian. And then, there's Eorzea's vaunted champion. If he's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us. Not that I've any intention of bowing out. Our time in Urkelpacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray. Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tulihyolal might know greater stability and prosperity.
I mean, there's not to say you can't do that while also continuing peace, you know?
Our nation can
Oh, there's
change
a
for the
lot. I
better,
mean, I know there's a German one. So.
and I will be the man to change it.
There's a lot of languages it's
Well,
translated into.
it's a start. I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help you refine that approach.
Is it really only those 4? I thought more, but yeah, I guess so.
But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawn Servant, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7 keystones.
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
How many characters are left-handed? Oh, I don't know if any are. Meanwhile, with the first promise... I'm just waiting for Y'shtola to pop up and be like, working with this dude
Your
somehow.
rivals still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you. How can they hope to compete with the resilient son? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawn Servant.
We can't have an expansion without Y'shtola.
Such titles mean nothing.
I neglected to mention, when I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history. If this power truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it.
Who the fuck are you, son?
Time is passing, and I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after all. And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer.
Doing alright, Padarius. How are you, man? What are...
In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception. What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
What is Chameleon Boy's master plan? Earlier with Bakul Jaja, okay, we're getting the what's everybody else up to.
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all. I wonder if the house cat is dead yet. Be a shame to lose a plaything, but we'd still have 2 more.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliyollal after you take the throne?
I don't know if I'm playing on Ultra settings, I'll have to look.
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that? We care only about the contest and proving our superiority. That would surely please Mother and Father.
Okay, who is Mother and Father?
Yes. And when we become Dawn's servant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our kin to live in the city.
The plot thickens.
Fine idea! Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle. Back to it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
Yeah, he just wants to get your rating.
I made it.
Oh, this guy's dead. Oh, this guy's so
I
dead.
thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet somehow I made it.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them. If I could just rest a moment.
Yep, you're gonna rest all right.
You expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind.
My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts.
But I followed the teachings. Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind! I'm begging you!
Yeah, he's fucking dead. I honestly thought Bakul Jaja was just gonna kill him. Like, oh, you need to rest? Rest. You know what I mean? Like, whack. Being able to say those things has brought me such relief. It's like a stone has been lifted off my chest and I can take a full breath at last. I don't want to encumber myself like that again. I want to be better, will be better for myself and for my people. You may now enter... Yeah, with a party in it. What are you talking about, Budin? What does that even mean? That's Bakul Jaja. The moblin settlement of Earthenshire is not far from here, but be warned, the road we'll be taking is a favored hunting ground for bandits. With the stairs currently impassable, there'll be fewer travelers, meaning the brigands will be desperate for victims to ambush. Although, considering present company, I suppose my concern is unwarranted. Bandits on the road? What have the Rulja and the Landsguard been doing? Seems it's up to me to restore order to the area. And there she goes. And off she goes again. For now, we'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. Well, it's a special, like, species here. Like, the king of the entire nation is a two-headed beast. Like that. Okay, I can open this chat up. Wait, what happened to the weapon coffer? Oh wait, no, I guess it's a reward. Yeah. So like the two-headed beasts are like very rare, but also very powerful in both magic and regular physical strength. No, this is actually the original song. Nothing remixed about it, just an OG song. Well, where are the bandits? Apparently, they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Earthenshire is just a little further ahead on the opposite bank of Kabek Zoma. I'm never trying that again. Well, let's remain vigilant at the same time. The mount is his bike from Advent Children. It's pretty awesome. Actually, is it the one from Advent Children? I think it's the one from Advent Children, yeah. Yeah. What do you mean the animations? Like, what do you want the animations of it? It's a motorcycle. I mean, it drives like a motorcycle. What do you want it to do? It's a motorcycle. Oh, look at it. It looks like a teapot broke and we're moving, like a giant teapot broke and we're going into it and it's a city. This is it, the village where the lay of pots from the Tuliola saga took place. Earthenshire, Ildeshire. Might be the similarity be a cultural inclination, I wonder. The settlements themselves couldn't be more different, though. This shire appears custom-built to resemble Potts, while the other is a repurposed town. What up, weird thing? Piff Pikov. Welcome to Earthenshire. Do I have the pleasure of happy greeting the third promise and her retinue? That's us. We're looking for the Dawnservant's Elector, if you happen to know who that is. You are exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. Redderrock is the Elector you seek. Oh, that's helpful. We can cut straight to performing the feat. As much as Redderrock would like to do just that, we have a much more pressing worry. The storm which hit our village shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks on our brain cases. Many help hands for the post-sworn were injured. There's no time for feats or metal tests. Boy, this one storm is crazy. I'm sorry to hear that. After learning what the storm did to the stairs, I feared you'd be caught up in its path. Not to change the subject, what are the potsworn? Goldsmiths contracted to work for the moblins. The word comes from the pot, like workshops. The moblins provide these potsworn with tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Tyrol. This is unacceptable. I was promised no distractions. If this is the best they can offer, I should have never left Wakumeki. Okay, no, Wakumeki Meki. Wachumeki Meki? Whatever the name. Alright, I fucked right there. You see, the potsworn desert us. Without enough help hands, we are failing to uphold our side of the bargain. Should all our potsworn leave, Earthenshire will grind to a halt. We have to do something and do it soon. Then let us stand in for the injured helpers. It would give me the chance to learn more about your people and your village, and if it brings us closer to beginning the feat, then all the better. This isn't strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join in. Take a rest while you can. Of course I'll help. I don't need a nap. I was hoping you'd say that. I actually wasn't sure I could do this on my own. Well, I'll help. I doubt any of us could just sit around and watch. We'll take every help hand we can get. Redderrock Truth swears that once the potsworn have their perfect workshops again, we will commence the feat with all haste. You and the third promise can assist help hand Ragnarok. Not Ragnarok, Ragnarok. You other four follow Redderrock. There are other help hands in need of lending. I really appreciate you pitching in. I meant what I said at many fires. There will be no more feigning strength, no more playing at being an invincible promise. If there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. And it is what I do. And I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side. Oh, well, I mean, you know, not to brag or anything. Now let us find this Ragnarok fellow and see what we can do for him. We just walk around and like, Ragnarok! 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 Where are you, Ragnarok? Here's Ragnarok. Poof, pakaw. Ragnarok can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The pot pact is broken and the pots are emptying. You've come to aid Ragnarok? Ragnarok accepts your hand lending with joyous feel smiles. Feel smiles. He said feel smiles. If we can offer the Podsworn their promised good living, we might save the day yet. Whatever you need. We just grab this weapon. That's just a big sword. It's just a big sword. Alright, cool beans. Alright. Poof Paka. Is that like their greeting, Poof Paka? What Rakarok needs is for new Hellpans to create good living for Podsworn Kahe. The Hellpan assigned to Kahe was hurt during the rock rain, so Rakarok took over, but he knows nothing of Kahe. What does Kahe want? What does Kahe need? Hellpans do not bother the Podsworn with straight tasks. Our job is to observe and anticipate to prepare things with guess think. That seems very unreasonable. Please guess think with Rakarok, find out what Kahi is lacking so he can provide it. You can count on us. So let's guess think, guys. We gotta guess think. This is where Kahi works, is it? Let's take a peek inside then. Oh, an onomatopoeia? Okay. That must be Kahe. It'd be a lot quicker if we could just talk to him, but that's not the way they do things around here, apparently. We'll have to leave him be and try our hand at some guess think. Inspect the workshop. You may have to move the camera around, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know that. Alright, guys, we're gonna guess think. Let's guess think. Inspect the interior of the workshop. Alright, you know what? This is sus. No, apparently not. No, big thing not sus. No. None of this is sus. Okay. Well, he has no shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he's missing. He must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace and there's no airflow to speak of. How could anyone work with that stifling heat? Yeah, he is very close to this thing, this furnace. Untouched meal, he ain't hungry. He's barely touched his meal. That dish is meant to be eaten hot, or it loses its savor. Worn goldsmith tools. Those tools are looking pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones. We've come up with it. Alright, after taking a good look, I think I have an idea of what things Kylie might want to improve his working conditions. Let's head back outside and talk to Rakarok. Poofka, you made your observations. What did you guess think? First off, I noticed Kai hasn't touched his food, and an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking. But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? Arg, but Rakarok is sure of nothing when it comes to Kahi's taste. I can help you with that. My brother Kona is also, I don't know what that means, and while everyone has their personal preferences, there are some they tend to share. That must be the Makote. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, Kahi probably wouldn't have been able to eat until it cooled down, and by the time he came back to it, he might have found it cold and unappetizing. The simplest solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter the temperature. Rakarok never would have thought of that. Will the third promise mind explaining these things to our cook? Not at all, but I don't think that was the only reason Kahi couldn't concentrate. The Hetsaro homeland is hot and dry, but even Kahi seemed to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there a way you could cool down the workshop? Oh, we could try a drafty shard. They make a lovely breeze. Do you know where we can get one of those? You can gather them from the Shoals of No Return. There are many old boats there, abandoned by those who gave up their search for the Golden City. The Shoals of No Return. Oh, that sounds great. So we salvaged them from the wrecks. Could you handle that for us, Kane? Yeah, almost. Why the fuck not? Oh, and one more thing. From what I could tell, Kai's files and saws and things were very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order. Ugh, Rakarok was too preoccupied with stocking materials, a serious oversight which he will rectify. Supplying good tools for good living is a help hand's responsibility. Then we have all our work to do. We can meet back here when our tasks are done. The Shoals of No Return are past the crags, through a tunnel southeast of here. You should be able to spot the passenger just outside the village. Yeah, they do kind of dress similar to the Albed, but not like the Albed didn't really do full bodysuit like this. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that. Oh yeah, it's over here. What's up, gang? You're Kane, aren't you? What brings you out here? Ah, the issue with caring for the Potsworn. When they approached me with that same problem, I suggested they commission artisans in Charlie, and instead, the quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed after all. Ew. However, the mom does not care for the idea. Surely it would be more effective to engage a uniformly trained collective. I can understand the fixation on individual contracts. Perhaps the custom will make much more sense once we begin the feat of pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in the matter of help hands, and are instead tasked with tending the injured. We're on our way back from procuring herbs from Urianger, in fact. For Urianger. Settlements in Kozumauka, too, have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have become of the wounded had we not found a way here? Should I become Dawn Servant, one of my first acts would be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital, when I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlian technology. My apologies, I have much to consider. If you will excuse us. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care, Kane. Later, Daddy Thancred. And still going back to looking around. You spot the tunnel opening, head through the passage to the Shoals of No Return, and recover the Drafty Shard. The Drafty Shard. Don't mind if I do. What we have here, an ether current. I don't think a fiery orange crystal is what we're looking for. The bright green one, though, that sounds about right. For wind magic. The crystalline shard emanates a soothing whisper of wind. It seems you found the crystal Rakarok sent you to salvage. Alright, drafty shard in tow. Let's go ahead and teleport. Alright. Poof Paka, is that a cool breeze Rakarok feels? Here you go. Yes, thank you for finding a drafty shard. Rakarok will add it to the new set of tools he brought. And I come bearing good food tidings. The cook has prepared a feast fit for the most discerning Hetsuro, and it's on its way even as we speak. Let's go in and see what Kahi thinks of our efforts. I was wondering what occasion called for me to receive so many visitors. A fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I signed a Pock Pact. I am grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me a moment or two and I'll reciprocate with a piece worthy of a potsworn. Is that an ashtray? An oil lamp to brighten the halls of Volok Shunsa. The craftsmanship satisfies Earth and Shire's reputation for quality. Who've caused such luster, such brilliance! Truly a gift for the Dawn Servant. I'm glad you like it. Considering the time I've wasted till now, I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill, after all. Forgive my interruption. Lamati, I am told the Elector has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to take us with the feat. That's great news. Thank you for letting me know. So this is the craft of a potsworn. It is indeed a masterful piece. Thank you for your words of praise, Second Promise. I drew inspiration with Kozumo Uka's natural beauty and sought to capture it in my work. I wondered why the moms did not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Charlian goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. One cannot create great things if one lacks creative impetus. Tuliolao, unfortunately, does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of a craft would do well to study it there. I was raised among Hetsuro, more traditional than most, and the shared ingenuity of Tyrol's various peoples was eye-opening. You lived as a traditional Hetsuro. I have few fond memories of nomadic life. There's a story there. Pufpaka Rakarok is very grateful to you. I thank you both for your hard work and clever guest think. When it comes to help handing, knowing the potsworn really is important. Well, that's true for pretty much everyone you meet. It's a lesson I've had drummed into me several times already on this journey. The Elector bids the claimants assemble in the large building on the west side of the village. I would head over after finding Thancred and Urianger. I also ran into the Levailleur twins on the way here. I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. Well, thanks, Kona. You're being a good bro. We're rivals. It's not his job to make sure I know the feat is starting, but even now he's conscientious to a fault. Anyway, let's not keep Redorok waiting. We have Rakarok and Redorok. A lot of Norse mythology in here. Pufpaka, Redorok thanks you for assisting help hand Rakarok. She will announce the feat once the other claimants arrive, so please be patient a little while longer. Oh, now we're waiting? Now we're waiting for everybody. Well, that's some bullshit. What happened to my head start? I'm happy to report that we were able to convince one of the Potsworn to stay. How did you fare? So you managed to do the same. Splendid. Paka, welcome to Earthenshire, First Promise. We will support your plans for salt crossings and the new Potsworn they will bring. Hail the mighty Zorolja! He cleared many piles of rockfall as if they were pebblestone, the resilient son of the Dawn Servant. Zorolja was clearing fallen rocks? I'm surprised you volunteer. It's time for anything unrelated to the contest. Well, well, we meet again. Well, I guess the other guy is still in tow. Just in time for the feat to begin. I'll bet he was already here laying low while the rest of us did all the work. No, Gogetico, that was like my second full casual playthrough. Pufpaka, claimants, your attention, please. As Redorok has explained, many of our Potsworn left us following the storm. The precious metalwork crafted by those artisans bring in much jingly shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer. Till the Yolal merchants will suffer. Jingly shine. So Redorok sets you this feat. Each of you are to find one clever hand goldsmith to bring back here to us. So we're to recruit new Potsworn. Makes sense for the feat of pots? Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? You are free to refuse Redorok's request. She'll be happy to inform the Dawn Servant of Zorolja's disqualification. The rite is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important. The Redorok claims the feat of pots begin. But remember, a pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flapping. Speedrunner. I didn't have, like, somebody already had Carnage64 on YouTube, so I put SR for speedrunner. The Elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival, which is exactly what we should do. A fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. That nasty brute is up to something. Aye, he may seek to delay us again as he did on the river, but we can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Wuklamot? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? Oh yeah, we do. It's the guy in town. I know some artisans amongst my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. What about the guy we met, yeah? I couldn't ask him to give up the comforts of Tuliala to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. Meanwhile, Kona probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand? That's just a statement of fact. I suppose we could try asking around Wachu Meki. That seems a logical place to start. Back to Tuliol it is. Wait, does that mean we have to take the boat again? No, we can just teleport with Aetheryte. No, 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 I can't do it! I can't stomach another boat ride! You said I should share my burden, so I will speak. The truth is, I get really, really sick on boats. Oh, what a shocker. Wuklamat, this is hardly news. But it was brave of you to admit it. In any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading downriver will be much smoother. It will? Are you sure? She's crying. I'm positive, mostly. Only we can abuse the Aetheryte, really? Dang. So then who's the Aetheryte for if we're the only ones canonically who can really use it? Wait, are we already back in Turiala? Oh, okay. Ugh, I need a moment. Upriver or downriver. Ihukatu is too rough for me. The nausea is a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd still rather not set foot on a boat if I can help it. Alright, I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Ropely can help us recruit a Potsworn. I do have drops on, yep. I guess I should add that to my, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I should put that in my title. Yeah. Definitely forgot about that. Yeah, thank you. I've been good, man. I've been good. Thank you for the reminder on that. I completely forgot about it. You started Endwalker. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Endwalker I really love and enjoyed. Alright. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back to Waku Meki? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Ropely. Actually, I have a favor to ask. And she's explaining. Thanks, Desager. Appreciate it. So what do you think? Do you know of any craftsmen who might be interested? Filching my artisans for the Moblins, eh? Well, seeing it as his Third Promise making the request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with a mastery of goldsmithing that would also have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshire? That Eorzean ghost. What of the Elysian man who just started working here? Yeah, that guy. That's who I was thinking of. You mean Fajintane? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the salt, and considering the distance he's already come, I like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little up the river. That said, he's only just got himself a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a pot pact? There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the Potsworn are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Vanjantane at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day, probably enjoying a meal over at... Nope. Not trying it. Can't pronounce that one. Then maybe we should go and talk to him, just you and me, since he knows us. We wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. The two of us can handle this. Take a rest at the cabins if you like. Right, let's go and see a man about a pot. Argentine. Oh, Kane, you're here too! The third promise said she wanted to chat. I've just finished eating, so shall we find a quiet spot outside? I mean, we're basically already outside, but alright. Boy, this really is a quiet spot. Holy shit. The last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was, wasn't I? A lost soul until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. My new place of employment has been most welcoming, and for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. Oh well, that's wonderful! Now can you pack your bags and go somewhere else? So what is it you wish to discuss? Well, it's hard to ask this right after you've settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. Ah, I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's when an artisan signs a contract to work for the moblins, isn't it? But you're not a moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat in the rite of succession. I need to bring a new potsworn to Earthenshire. So that is the way of it. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work at Wachu Meki Meki, I'm now demanding you throw that away and sign a pot pact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, third promise. The other day, I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say I'm now an official subject of Tuliolal. I've since endeavored to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now, you will recall it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at East End when Garlean forces laid siege to the settlement, and in ensuing chaos he was slain. War took him from me in an instant. The man I loved and admired, I never wish to suffer such a loss again. And so, as much as I'm indebted to you for turning my life around, it is as a fellow peace-loving Tuliolan that I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing a pot pact, then I shall gladly do so. Vajentane, thank you. I shall return to Master Ropley and inform him of my decision. Allow me, I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. This is going a little too smoothly, if you know what I mean. Master Ropley. Perhaps you remember me, Brooke Evu, owner of that thing. I'd like a word if you don't mind. You're Rook Lamott's ally from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown too, if the gossip's to be believed. Well, it so happens I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Oh, fine. I'm only on vacation. Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. You can now get access to role quests. Role quests! Yay. And pursue new adventures and progress through the rite of succession. I think I have to do a Dark Knight role quest anyway for another ability, so I probably should do that. Is that correct? I don't... Let's go take a look at the role quest really quick. Alright. Kane, I was wondering when you'd be along. Not a moment too soon. No moment too soon either. I've got an urgent job that needs doing. There's no one else I'd entrust with it. Of course, you'll be wanting to know the details. It's a long story, so why don't you grab a seat over there and I'll join you shortly. Okay. Class gear? Okay, that's fine. Oh, we don't have to quest for abilities anymore? When did they take that out? Then I gotta look at my 92 ability. Now that we're all settled, let me introduce myself properly. I'm Baruch Evu, proprietor of... Again, not trying to pronounce that. As you know, my establishment is open to anyone. People hailing from across Tyrol, and sometimes further, come here to whet their appetite and slake their thirst. Given how we turn no one away, it's inevitable that a few bad apples might mix with my motley patrons, and therein lies the rub. A particularly rotten bunch was here not long ago. Sitting just over there, in fact, and having a conversation most foul. Most foul. I thank you all for coming here, so far from your respective homes. Oh, what do we have going on here? Oh! Well, hello. As this is the first time we've all gathered in one place, perhaps formal introductions are in order. Yes, I'd like to know who you are. I am... Welcome, welcome. What will you be having? Can we have a moment, please? We are in the middle of something very important. I mean, you did raise your hand. Now then, where was I? Oh yes, I am Apiahi. I don't know. If you are sitting here now, it is because I personally invited you to the passage of the Unbound, my secretive, villainous order with an ambition to sow discord throughout the world. Villains don't often call themselves such. Nor do secret orders have their meetings in places where all eyes can see. Yep, right. What do you know? Your snide remarks only ruined my carefully constructed atmosphere. If I had time to think of a suitable slogan, you would understand that words are everything. But I digress. I invited you all here for one reason, to throw the world into a mire of chaos, and then watch its nations crumble. What else would we call ourselves if not villainous? My only interest is to punish all who've dared to mock and belittle me. So long as I can achieve that, you can call me whatever you like. The rich, the powerful, the mighty, all shall be crushed under the weight of my ire. Would you like some fries? A grand design for a group of 6. Even if we manage to muster others to our side, there's a limit to what we can accomplish. I regret to say you are right. At present we are bound and powerless. That is why, in order to raise our fists against our oppressors, we must find the strength to shatter our shackles. I can fix her, okay? I'm just gonna say that. I can fix her. And in so doing, we shall become unbound. Like the birds soaring up above, we shall take flight and spread our wicked wings, staining the azure skies black. I can fix her. I know I can do it. I'm the warrior of light, motherfucker. I can fix her. Ah, but sometimes skies become treacherous with clouds and even birds must rest. You speak of finding strength. Is that why we are here? To look for it? If so, then I pledge my aid. With newfound might at my beck and call, I shall win adoration known only by a hero. Your eagerness is heartening, and you are correct. The tools to make our goal a reality lay in Tyrol. Across this continent could be found certain artifacts which possess untold power. Yes, yeah. Yes. What about the... we haven't heard from the... Yeah, there we go. Did you say artifacts? Oh ho ho! I sense an adventurous hunt for instruments of devious devilry indeed. My imagination is overflowing with images of the new forms my trickery might take. I dare say the world is not ready. Yes, well, to get to the heart of the matter, the objects are held by the disparate tribes which make their homes in Tural continent, where they have been passed down through generations as sacred treasures. Whatever stories these people have attached to their so-called treasures matters not. Each contain the essence of fearsome beasts called Tural Vidral, and with them in our possession, none shall be able to stand against us. It's like the telltale beast from Naruto. We shall take the objects for ourselves, bring them across the sea, and use them to undermine nations far and wide. The means by which you each choose to do so, I leave in your hands. I only ask that you do not disappoint. They are like tailed beasts. I take it there are no questions? Then let the passage of the unbound open unto the world. We begin at once. Excuse me? They didn't order a single thing? Kind of the trade-off, Copter. That's the long and short of it. What do you think? They might lack discretion, but they seem formidable nonetheless. They left without ordering anything. Villainous indeed. It's right there in their name. They're unbound by manners and respect and won't be welcome back here anytime soon. You, on the other hand, can stay as long as you like. Oh, thank you. I'll take a shish kebab if you don't mind. Yes, yes. Of course, we had a duty to report what we heard to the Landsguard, we did, but it didn't make a damn difference because soon we learned those unwelcome guests had teeth. Not long ago, one individual from a remote tribe came here seeking help recovering a stolen relic. Then another came with the same story. Then another, and another, and so on! By the time we had realized the passage of Unbound was a real threat, they had one and all made their way across the sea with their ill-gotten gains. Wait, they're already gone?! Each tribe has sent one of their own to recover what was lost, but being in strange lands, they're at a disadvantage. That's why I've been looking for someone who knows every corner of Eorzea and beyond. Who's the Makode just kind of watching? You... Yeah? Now, I know you business in Tural, or else you wouldn't be here in the first place, but if you could take the time to hear Ral Majun out, you'd be doing a service to many who could really use a helping hand. Sure. Hi. Nice to see you. Yep. Like, who's the hot Makode just kind of watching behind me? Like, ma'am, may I help you? You got a, yo, baby, what's going on? Yeah, who are you? I wonder what Topeki sees when she looks up into the sky. Who the fuck is Topeki? Anyway, okay. Alright. Greetings! Allow me to thank you personally for lending your assistance in this matter. We've been quite desperate for someone suitable. Greetings, Ral Majun. At the risk of becoming a daily nuisance, I must ask, have there been any developments you might share? A nuisance? Why, perish the thought. You've come just in time, in fact. None other but the vaunted Cain has agreed to aid to the search. Did I agree? All I did was come over to talk to you. Finally, a fortunate turn. So long as our sacred treasures are in wicked hands, our home shall know no peace. To say nothing of the danger they pose to other nations, if these thieves really do intend to stir up chaos across the seas, you had better depart on the next ship. I can just kind of teleport over there. But before you do, it might be proper to introduce you to those who have come to Tuliolal in search of aid. Oh. Lozen. Okay, why do they have such weird names? There comes from a village around the north. A single warrior cannot hope to withstand the power of her tribe's relics, so she requires a stout protector. Someone that can be leaned upon when times are darkest. The heirloom that Nayapine must recover afflicts terrible maladies upon its victims. He seeks someone who commands great healing magics to counteract this effect. Oh, hi. The search of tribal treasure has been entrusted to a peerless hunter. She requires someone to act as a frontline fighter who can distract her target while her bow takes deadly aim. Yeah. Oh, here we go, yeah. And lastly, there is Sushi. Sushi? Who knows little about her people's ancient artifact and decided that it must not fall in the wrong hands. She's a mage of great power, but anything beyond that lies shrouded in mystery. I could be a mage for you, mommy. I mean, yeah, understand. Aren't you forgetting someone, Rahul-ja? Your crisis is just as pressing, even if you won't say so yourself. Rahul-ja hails from further south than even Mamuk, and has traveled many days and nights in search of someone who can strike down their prey from afar. It's the only way to escape the effects of this village's treasure. Did I get that right? Indeed, I do get so forgetful of my old age. 5 tribes, 5 stolen treasures, all are waiting for the aid of a brave soul. Hopefully that can be you, Kane. I will try my best. I'll have to see if I meet the requirements, though, for all of them. Of course, I'll share all that I know on the matter. You only need to ask. And now that I will not hold it against you, should you choose to assist only those whom your talents are best suited, so long as you do what you can, the people of Tyrell, and maybe even further, will be in your debt. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, DPS, Fizz range, magical range, and healer. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Yeah, this is logged. What's up, baby? Alright, magical range DPS. Do I have that? I have a summoner! I do have a summoner! Where is it? Where is summoner? Summoner. I can help you! Oh god, do I really do the old school summoner look? Or do I do the new look I was doing? I'm getting, dude, do you see how hot she is? I'm distracted. I can't I can't ignore a hot Makote in need. Oh, you know what? If I'm a dude, we gotta do something with my Green Ranger outfit. Okay. She is not a furry, she's a Makote, okay? Alright. Let's do this look. I'm not a furry! You're a furry! I have no idea how to play Summoner. Let's go find Caloria! What instance am I in? Am I in an instance? Okay. Oh dear. I might need to do this another time. Don't worry, my sweet. I will help you later. Check my chat? How do I... Okay, what am I looking at? Whenever I entered the city? I am now instance area Tuliolal 1. You know, I got some new gear coppers I could use for some of these clothes. I kind of want to... Okay, we can't detour yet. We can't detour yet. Can I help you? Hold on, let me see. Alright, you got some flaming swords. Are they even swords? It's like more like batons. Hold on, where's the fucking settings for graphics? I have a custom. And what is NVIDIA DLSS? Oh. I mean, I have NVIDIA, so might as well use that, right? Alright. The graphics look a little different now. Looks like smoother or something. Maybe. Okay, we'll get this quest out of the way. And then I might go back for the roll quest. Maybe. I mean, they'll be there. Alright. Master Ropley, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but, Fagentane has agreed to sign the Pot Pact, yes? While it is a shame to lose a capable goldsmith, to have one of our own handpicked to serve the Third Promise is a great honor for Wachu Meki Meki. I appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you happen to know other talented artists, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself if you're so inclined. Yeah, I mean, I gotta level my stuff eventually. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropley. I am blessed to have these workshops be my first home in Tuliolal. Come back to us if the moms cut you loose. You'll always have a job at Waku Meki Meki. I expect you'll want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. Yeah, hurry up. Go. Now. Chop chop. Alright, Patty. Take it easy, bud. Sleep well. What became of Fagentine? We did, and he's agreed to become a potsworn. We'll leave when he's ready, but you still have a little time. Splendid. We shall meet you anon. That's the first anon in the expansion so far. I have plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Fagentine's putting his faith in me, and I won't let him down. Hear, feel, think. Ooh, deliveries. I've unlocked deliveries. Okay. Nice. That's always a good way to level. Get yep. Alright. A father first! Looks like we're gonna go speak to Papa. Right then, I have some things to take care of at the palace. While you can pass the time however you like, I'd suggest you head back to the cabins. After all, even heroes need to rest, and we still have a big journey ahead of us. Where am I going? We're going over here. Okay. You know what? I've got Aetheryte for a reason. Go. Running. Running to the Aetheryte. Running to the Aetheryte. Getting over there. We got it. Where am I going? Where am I going? Over here? God, why is everybody over here? Welcome back, sir. You've had a Landsguard messenger most anxiously await your return, waiting for your turn. Kane of the Third Promises Entourage. I've been all over the city looking for you. The Dawn Servant summons you to the palace. You're to present yourself to the gate guard. Ooh, is this where I get to fight him? Oh, and one more thing. You are not to mention this visit to Wuklamat. Alright. Well, fine. Is this where we get the Dawntrail trailer or opening battle with the king? Dude, I'm the warrior fucking light, man. I won't die to some weird two-headed chameleon lizard thing. Knock on wood. The Dawn Servant awaits you within. While I was not informed of the reason for your audience in terms of attire, I will access full battle regalia. I'm good to go! Well, of course his swords are bigger than me. The guy's huge, but we've beaten bigger opponents before. It's a pretty empty hall, sire.
Forgive me this sudden summons. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity.
On guard! Nah, I'm not concerned. I'm just getting psyched up. This ain't gonna be like no Xenos duel.
And they call me head of resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The Lance Wielder, Estinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided. Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland.
Yeah, one could say that.
Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
Am I warrior enough? Excuse me? Why don't we find out?
Ha! A spirited answer. Why not indeed? The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. But expect no other mercies.
Likewise.
Come! Ready your arms and show me the truth of the tales.
I don't know if this is an appropriate battle theme, but here we go.
Give it your all! I want to fight to remember! Let's test the waters.
Okay.
They didn't even blink. Have you ever fought a viper?
No, I have not fought a viper.
Let's see how you handle this.
What is happening? What is going? Oh shit! Okay. All right. Okay, so that's got to be like the other way then. Or not. It just does the same thing. Okay, good to know. Good to know. It's fine. Just gonna Blackest Night myself.
The spearman did not lie. Very well then.
Okay. I couldn't do anything about that. Yeah.
Resolve and Risen Kingdom. All right.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy.
Ha! Did you think you had my measure? Take this!
Burnings. What are we doing here? I mean, if this is all you're gonna do, I can easily dodge all of this. Ow. Ow. Okay, ow. Something's hitting me. Ow. 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 Nope, nope. Immuning. Pain. Lots of pain. I need help. I need help.
No more holding back.
Fuck is that? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Okay, I gotta soak that. Alright, that's fine. Wait, I can't soak them both. Okay, wait. Yeah, I can. Yes, I can. Got it, dude. We're fine. Everything is fine. We're cool. We're fine. Ow. Blackest Night is gonna be on cooldown at this point. Just doing the same thing? Oh, no? Okay. Okay. So this was like right here. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Alright, 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 okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright. We're good. We're good. We're doing fine. Everything is fine.
You'll fight well indeed.
Whoopsie daisy. Ow. Now we gotta, like, what am I getting hit by? What am I getting hit by here? What's hitting me? I'm doing just fine, thank you very much. See, look, he's losing. We're winning here. We're winning.
You really are formidable.
I know. I am very formidable indeed. But for, I don't even know what is happening during that. Okay, we're Blackest Knighting here. What are they doing?
Now we'll see what you're truly made of.
Okay, this is the safe spot right here. No, it's not. God damn it! What's the safe spot with that? All right, we got this. Yeah. 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 Oh, I gotta push! We gotta push! I'm pushing! I'm pushing! Wait, no, I'm pushing! 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 I'm clicking! I'm clicking! Ah!
That will do. You've shown me more than enough.
Don't let me die. I'm fine! I'm fine. We're good. What do you mean to say behind the blade? Like, what is that, like... Okay, maybe.
Strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it.
Yeah, I know.
Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble.
I can put the sword away.
Did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with.
We can put our sword away now. He's not hostile anymore. There we go.
Now, a confession?
No, not everything.
I said I crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here. I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter. In some respects, she is much like me. Hard-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your adamant defense could shield Lamati from those who would do her harm. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliyola, but a concerned father.
Concerned father.
Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamati? Whether it be as their promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind.
She is young, but has potential.
Ha! A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne. Not yet. Lama T thinks she understands her many peoples. Their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital. And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized. As potential rulers, all 4 claimants are lacking. This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one.
Oh, dude, I would love to be the ruler of Tuliyola. I'll take that. That's great.
Me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne.
That's a good call. That's a very good call.
As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion.
Hey, I'll settle down if Y'shtola will be my queen, okay? Like, there are no problems there.
I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow. I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures, loved them and being loved in turn. Guide Lama Chi as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
I'm just waiting for when the smart head wakes up to just all of a sudden all hell breaks loose.
There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you.
What do you mean?
You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
What are you talking about?
I see there is no point in denying it.
What do you mean?
Don't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries. You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I would say even more advantage with the knowledge we have.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
Watch over her, champion.
You know what? I never would have guessed that this dude would be like a caring person. Like, I'm waiting for the fucking twist, dude. I'm really waiting for the twist in all this.
Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galof's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset.
It takes 15 minutes to duel them, as Alice.
The other two, though. They dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
I'm just basing it on everything's just too nice. Like, he's just too nice. Okay? Like, nobody's that nice. If he had his way, Papa would keep dueling until the day he dies. Even now I know of only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away from their bouts. Zorulja, your lance-wielding friend Estinian, and yourself. You really do live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious though, did Papa want anything else of you? A small favor, nothing more. Well, if that's all it was... Yeah. Pardon me. I still haven't had one bite of Namika's food thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm going back to finish my plate before I head out. I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at the 4-hour cabins. Come and join us after you've had a moment to recover, eh? Alright. No tacos! Where am I going? Here we are, back at the cabins. Hello, everyone. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Is that it? You're all set to go? Hi, Dr. Nick. I left Eorzea prepared to travel in search of work, so I had few belongings to begin with. Bidding farewell to my fellow artisans took rather a lot of time, however. Again, I appreciate making this commitment, Fontaine. Shall we depart for Earthenshire, then? A word before you go. The Ronso. From the first village. The bird village. Wook Eva? What are you doing here? Ah! I spend my days correcting manners, and here I am perpetrating the grave offense of delaying the third promise's departure. Please take up your axe and rend my flesh under taco meat! Must your demands be so gruesome? Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Alright then, I won't let it bother me either. What was that all about? I'd come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the City of Gold, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, yeah, eventually. That's right, it's the final step of the rite of succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. Then allow me to be of service. As you know, legends of the Golden City have been passed down in Tyrol for 1,000 years. Yet, when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories don't always agree. Some portray it as one might expect, a glittering metropolis of golden towers. One suggests it's more unassuming and owes the name to a fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. So the lesson to be learned from this third promise is that to seek the legend is to court death. I must implore you to proceed with the utmost care. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Ukevu. What are we to make of these cautionary tales? If every expedition has ended in tragedy, how then did the Dawn Servant find the city and return without incident? It seems the legend originated with the Yakui. Speaking with them remains our strongest lead, I feel. a lead we shall follow in time, but first let us see Fontaine safely into the Moblin's care. Agreed. The Hawk Tua. Yeah. The Hawk Tua. Meanwhile, in Kozamauka, I don't remember which one that was.
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the Resilient Sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them. If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
Oh, here we go.
Step aside.
Let's go, dude.
Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
Bunny girl, you might want to get out of here.
Be foolish, Bakul Jaja.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones.
And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head. The Dawntrail may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy. Draw your weapon! Face me in battle.
Who the fuck is the Catch Me Outside girl?
A moment, First Promise. Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
Too scared to make the first move? Then allow me!
That, like, what the fuck is this guy? You made of glass?
But he's just a runt.
My thanks for your restraint.
I don't mind the scene. I think it's to exemplify.
Please.
I think it's to exemplify Zarulsha's strength. And now to serve this guy up some humble pie as well. Did we make sure the bunny girl was fine still?
Your part in this is far from over.
Yep, I would run quickly too. I find it funny that he would choose to pick a fight with Zarulja and not Kona or Wuklamat. We're back and we brought us with us a willing potsworn. This is Fajantain, a talented one who worked at the Esmains Aesthetics in Ulda. I had to get that done because I was talking. Wonderful, impressive. You are first to return, Third Promise. And with an artisan from across the salt, no less. We welcome you and your unique skills to Earthenshire. Help Hand will show you to Workpot. This is it then. I look forward to hearing you proclaim Dawn Servant. Thank you, Fontaine. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. And I'm sure we'll visit, right? Like, we'll visit. Like, how long does he live with this contract? Like, life? You have met the requirements of the Feat of Pots. Redarock presents your keystone with joy smiles and well-wishing. Give me those joy smiles. Nice. That makes 3. Pecan, more Potsworn candidates! Come, come! Tell Redarock your tales. Another feat accomplished, another keystone acquired. Oh ho ho ho! You are doing well! I expected nothing less of Zerulja's esteemed Dawntrail. Your cleverness is in particular is most admirable, second promise. We must have you apply that Charlian knowledge you so cherish and arm Tural with weapons of Magitech design. In your role as the new Dawn Servant's chief advisor, of course. The tools of war hold no interest for me. I wish only to improve our nation through practical innovations. Foreign powers will think twice about testing our strength once Tuliolal is known for its advanced technology. Just as the Garlean Empire was deterred from invading Charlian. That way may well be true, but how long will it take Tuliolal to progress to this advanced state? How many years? With a collective commitment to education and hard work, it should not take so very... Your way is too slow. Easier to expand our territory and swallow Charlian whole. Conquer other nations through force of arms, and you're looking at a future of uprisings and bloodshed. Yours wouldn't be the first failed empire. Then we keep fighting until the mounting costs convince them to lay down their weapons, until all have grown tired of loss. How would such an outcome bring anyone joy? What you propose is a mockery of peace. Ufpaka, Redarock is reminded of days long ago. In the time before Tuliolal, there were no pot packs for the Potsworn. It was normal to grab snatch artisans and force them to work for mobbies. Until the day Gulu Jaja arrived, the families of the grab snatch pleaded with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. Mobbies are not a war-make people. We feared death had come for us, but Gulu Jaja just wanted to talk. I can't do goblin voice and read at the same time. No! But be at ease, we are here to trade words, not blows. The gold work crafted in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance the quality materials used, the mastery of technique employed. Yet it does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirit is devout of luster. Compare that now to the works of a joyful artisan. She pours her very soul into her creations. They shine like the newly risen sun. Have you not seen this to be true? And so began the custom of good living. Happy Potsworn make good works. and good works make mobbies happy. Gulu Jaja's words were wise. Joy smiles did indeed bring fine craft and much jingly shine. So the head of reason was behind the forging of pot packs. Yes, reason and clever think change mobbies' way of life. Oomph. The first promise tireth of your talk of olden days. He would rather look to the future and the next feat. So who's this guy? He's like his right-hand man, chameleon, but, you know, because it's like two heads, one's the thingy, the lizard, and then one's the chameleon. He's like the other head, but an actual different person. But who is he? Just some, like, his BFF? But cool Jaja never did come back, did he? Puka, do you have a moment? Third promise? Rakarok would repay you for help handing with Kahi. He brings a tale of the Golden City. Really? I'd love to hear it. The towers, the streets, all fashioned from gold. Everywhere you look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, and everyone in between, they live in golden happiness. A city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds. Above the clouds? Everything fashioned from gold, eh? And just imagine everyone living in golden happiness. Now that's a city I'd like to visit. Excuse me, Rakarok, where did you hear that particular tale? From our longtime Yakui friends. They live up in the mountains in Urkopacha. The giants again. I guess that's where we're going next. Seems everything is pointing us their way. This feat and everything leading up to it has taught me much about the Moblin way of life. I'll be sad to leave Earthenshire and your joy smiles behind. Okay, we got a couple, looks like ether quests. Right, we should go and see the giants next. Agreed, golden mysteries notwithstanding, their village is featured prominently in the saga and is not to be ignored. The Urkopacha Highlands should be easy enough to reach from here. If we leave Earthenshire from the west, there's a road which leads up to the mountains. Let's find that first. Movamook. All good pop packs must come to an end. Pufpaka, you arcane, are you not? He who has been strength lending to Wuklamak. Could Movamook ask that you strength lend her in turn? The matter is this, Movamook's craft hand is to retire after long years. He lip-slips that he intends to fancy craft one last masterpiece before he does, but for this he needs the help hand of a strange face to the village. I don't know if it's English. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Anfroy is his name. He is always very murky-worded with his request, so Movamook is not sure what help hand he needs, but if you could exchange tongue flaps with him, she should be very, very happy feels. I'm reading it. I can read it. It's fine. Danger Straits. Vendavok's Twinkle Crafter has gone missing. Vendavok asks all around the village, and some say that they went to pay a visit to the Imperious, the Giant's prey place. But prey place is a danger place, full of friend-munching fiends. Not the Twinkle Crafter! You are a fighter, are you not? Will you sword lend for Vendavok and save her dear Twinkle Crafter from certain doom? I suppose I can aid in finding your Twinkle Crafter. There's Anfroy. Yes, I'm Anfroy. Do I know... Wait, aren't you the friend of the Third Promise? The adventurer from across the water was asking about the pot packs? And there's Kahi. Yes. I see you. Muvamook sent you. I only said I needed the help of a stranger to Earthenshire. Trust her to pick an honest-to-goodness hero. The task I have for you is but a trifling one, but it's very near and dear to my heart. I want you to find out all you can about Muvamook. There's nothing untoward about it, I assure you. I'm interested in what she's interested in. Her hobbies, her likes and dislikes, what she holds dear and so forth, but for certain reasons that I'll share with you later, she can't know this. We've been working together for decades, but now as my pot pack's about to end, I find that I know next to nothing about her. But perhaps others who work closely with the Moblins might. Muvamook and Amfroy, yes, I know the pair well. She's famously very protective of him, sometimes even rejecting his patron's orders outright. It's not that she thinks him unequal to the task, you understand. Quite the opposite. In fact, she knows how exacting his standards are and how discontented he would be if his work failed to meet them. So anytime a patron attempts to have him lower his standards or design something differently to how he judges best, Muvamook will always leap to his defense. As for what she enjoys, well, her delight in Anfroy's creations has not dulled at all in the years they've worked together. I should think she likes nothing more. Okay. Paka! Poofka! Uplander wants to know what brain tickles. That's what we're going with. Brain tickles. Okay. Wants to know what brain tickles Muvamook. That's an easy ask. Muvamook never lip flaps about anything other than her potsworn. Anfroy. She says he is just as good at a tricksy crafter as he is a crafty tricker. Always playing crafty tricks. One day, Amfroy draws little arrows around the village, showing Potsworn how to leave Earthenshire without helping hands eye-catching them. Many laugh-minded pot friends follow the arrows and leave for secret hiding place in the woods. Mobbies are frighty feels over disappearing Potsworn. Potsworn come back all glitter teeth, but help hands are steam ears, all except Muvamook. She goes around the village saying guilt words to every mobby for Amfroy's sneaky trick. Deep heart, though, it is clear that she has nothing but happy feels to have him back. So what I'm gathering from this is Muvamook just likes Anfroy and wants his dick. Like, is that fair to say? I think Muvamook wants his dick. Alright. What does Muvamook value most? Her potsworn, of course! Any mobby who says otherwise is a fib speaker. She keeps the treasure he gave her heart side at all times, so she once lip-slipped to Tarnatic. He hasn't a flimsy thought what his treasure might be, but whatever it is, it's sure proof of the friend bond between them. I'm sticking with, she just wants your dick, bro. Like, just go give it to her. Alright. Ah, you're back. So what did you find out? Huh, she really thinks that much of me? They say that Moblin help hands love nothing more than helping their charges, and it seems it's true, though it wouldn't hurt for her to show it a little more often. But that's not the only thing you learned, and I thank you for it. You give me exactly what I need, so I suppose about time I told you what I need it for. The truth is... Oh yeah, this relationship's gonna go very well. With Pakai, is Kane still hard at hand helping? Yes, he is, so I'll thank you for not bothering us. You remember that I specifically asked you to leave me be until my work was complete? Being a little meanie, aren't we? Always such angry words. Muvamook means no bother, just needs to do daily mob duty. sharpening tools until they sparkle shine. And I'm telling you that I don't need you to. Not now, anyway. I'm almost retired. All my commissions are already dealt with. Until the end day of the Pop Pact, Muvamook will uphold her pact part. It is her duty as help hand. Why do you always have to be so... I'm sorry, Muvamook, but I'm going to have to put my foot down. I expressly forbid you from touching my tools until my work with Cain is finished. Then Muvamook will do as Anfroy asks, though it makes her shamefaced. She will hand turn to other duties. If Anfroy needs her, he has only to hail call. I wish I didn't have to do that, but I'll be needing every one of those tools if I'm to achieve my aim. That aim being to make a farewell present for Muvamook. In all the years I've been working here, she's been my guardian angel, answering my every prayer before it even makes it to my lips. Even in these recent times, when the Hellpans have grown too few for the number of Potsworn, her service hasn't lapsed an ilm. Now that my service is coming to an end, I want to do something just for her, to thank her for everything she's done for me. Yet despite her knowing me better than I do myself, I discovered that I didn't really know anything about her at all. I tried to speak with her to learn what really makes her tick, but she always brushed me off, said that her only wish as a humble Hellpan was to see my wishes realized. That got me thinking, perhaps she and the other mums might be more willing to open up to someone who wasn't bound by the Pot Pact. Someone like you, and by all the gods, the plan worked. I have an idea for her present now. All that remains is to craft it, but without Muvamook's help, that might be a little more difficult than usual. If you'd be willing to play help hand a little longer, I'd make it worth your while. Oh, I suppose. Why not? Oh, is this another normal quest that I'm intrigued by to finish? It definitely is. Alright, here we go. It's fine, game. So, regarding ideas for a present to Muvamook, the particular item of information that caught my ear was that nugget of Tarnatic. He said that she treasures the treasure that I once gave her, right? Then she would surely love something similar. Alas, I can't remember ever actually having given her a gift. As such, it must have been very early in my career. Could you speak with Tarnatic again? I know he said he had no idea what this treasure was, but any little details he might have gleaned, its size or its shape, the occasion I gave it to her, might just be enough to jog my memory. Sure thing. It's okay, Gabe. What's good, Kudo? How are you, man? Anfroy is making a buy gift for Muvamook. Tarnatic wants to hand help however he can. But Muvamook is very tight-lipped, hardly ever lip-slips self-thoughts. Tarnatic has already told Uplander everything he knows about her treasure. Why not ask Muvamook straight-face? Tarnatic can give Uplander perfect ass chance. Recent-wise, Muvamook asked Tarnatic to bring her some craft goods for a sneaky, secret craft task. He managed to obtain the toolbox she ordered, but the second craft good eluded him. Tarnatic is shamefaced for his failure. He wants to make for hope smashing, so he sends a strong-arm adventurer who can succeed where he failed. Go, take the toolbox to Muvamook and tell her Tarnatic sends you to help hand with the craft task. Hee Lowlander hand helps not only craft hand, but help hand too. Lemon-flavored ass kiss. Ass chance? Did I say ass chance? I don't know. I'm trying, man. Alright. Poof Paka! Has Cain finished hand helping Anfroy? This is from Tarnatic? He told you about my super secret craft task then? Heart swear, Muvamook, you didn't lip slip this to anybody else. Many thanks, Cain. If it not not be hinder medley to your help task for Amphoy, I would be happy feels to accept your offer. Moovamook is trying her hand at crafty making. She wants to craft make a special buy gift for Amphoy. Well, aren't they just two peas in a pod? Middle bit of present will be something very deeply feel to Moovamook, a memory from many 10 years ago when she and he had just thumbprinted. Moovamook found for Amphoy a big, glitter, sparkly ruby, the perfect middle bit for a piece of pricey dangly jangle. But Amphoy's squiz... I can't do this, man! He was so shamefaced about it, he teary begged Moovamook to take it, and never let any mobby else eye catch his poxy work. Moovamook has close kept it to her heart ever since. Would you call it your treasure? Did Tarnatic tell you about this too? My most high-valued treasure? Yes, it is the ruby. It is a symbol of our pot pact, of our journey together, and as that our journey comes to a long stop, it will make for a perfect buy gift. But as Tarnatic's tongue flaps tell, Moovamook needs certain other craft goods to make this buy gift. She would be hearty thanked for Kane's help so long as he is sure to hush keep it from Amphoy. First thing, we need to surely make that Amphoy is full hands with busy work. Can't risk him eye-catching that Moovamook and Kane are doing would Kane safe check for her. Yes, I've got this. I've got this by the ass. Oh, of course, I did give her that ruby, didn't I? Must have been the shock of ruining something so precious that made me forget it all about it. When I think about it, it was right around the size of that ratty old leather pouch she's always carrying around. I never even thought to ask what was inside. She must think me the most incurious lout in all of Tyrrell. Thank you, Kane. You've opened my eyes and filled me to bursting with ideas for her present. Oh, and thanks for agreeing to help Moovamook with this little project of hers, or whatever that might be. So long as it keeps her out of my hair until I finish my work, I shan't ask anymore. We got them right where we want them. We're both thinking I'm keeping the other one busy. This is working perfectly. Amphoy is busy hands with craft work, then let us be busy hands too. Moovamook knows where craft stuff for buy gift can be found. As soon as you're ready, let the grab task begin. Ready, Kane? Then let the gather task begin. Our aim places many fires over the river to the east. Let us meet there, and Moovamook will mind share more. The grab ass, yes, the grab ass shall begin. Where am I going? Yeah. Helping hand. Many fires! Moovamook. Hail, Kane! Let us be fast acting. The craft stuff Moovamook asked Tarnatic to collect was steel strung hide string. Moovamook ordered it special-wise from Stuff Sender in Tuliolal. Little Luck Stuff Sender's Wheelie Wagon. Really? We're doing that? 3 of those in a row? Little Luck Stuff Sender's Wheelie Wagon? No wonder they didn't want to voice act this. Was upheld by the storm. Only way to get hide string now is to make it mobby self. But for that, Moovamook will need good hide. Big luck the Tegu that live to the southeast of here have very good hide indeed. Could Kane hand to help Moovamook by out-seeking one and skin stripping it? You want me to kill birds? Or not? Maybe not. No. Slay a Tegu. The Tegu's not one of the bird people, right? I don't think so, right? No, these things. Alright. Did Kane slay the Tegu? Did Kane get good hide? Here you go. Good hide. Oh yes, this is good hide. Very good hide. Even Muvamook can make good hide string from this. Muvamook is not a master maker like Anfroy, but she has some small crafty skill herself. She will pour her airy self into it to show her thanky feels for all his years of crafty making. It is very rare for craft hands to end their pop packs due to long years. You know, every year we bid bywords to a few craft hands, those who want a scene change or who no longer need mobby help or who suffer from home sadness. Not Anfroy though, he was stuck us to the end, hardly ever lip-slipping a moan word. It has been Muvamook's long honor to be his help hand. But enough soppy talk, let us backwalk to Earthenshire and see this buy gift crafted before Anfroy mind catches we are gone. Little Freddy. Alright. Time to see this quest conclusion. Kane, troubled times! The crafting making will have to wait. Anfroy is nowhere to be eye-catched. He vanished from the village. Oh dear. In past times, Anfroy only ever sneaky skipped when he was heavy burdened with craft work and needed a snooze rest. Why would he sneaky skip now? Perhaps he just... Let's find him. Maybe let's find him and find out. If Anfroy sneaky snips to pastime hidey place, then Muvamook think he knows how to find him. Once Anfroy played a crafty trick on every mobby. He carved little arrows around Earthenshire that showed the potsworn how to sneaky slip away to his secret hidey place, without Hellpan's eye catching them. If Anfroy has sneaky slipped to that same hidey place, you just have to eye catch the arrows. Please, Kane, search for tiny-sized arrows around Earthenshire and find Anfroy. Wouldn't you know where it is at this point, since you caught him before? Let's see how Fonjantine's doing. I shall be cheering on Wooklamat from Earthenshire. Oh, fine. He seems fine. What up, Huggy Supreme? How goes it? Alright. Arrow-like mark. I don't see an arrow. You find what looks like some old graffiti similar to whether to read, but as none of them were ever an arrow. Okay. Arrow-like mark? I don't see no arrow-like mark. You strain your eyes, like 3 scratch because it appears to be directing you along the wall, along the northwest. Okay. I've been enjoying Dawntrail so far. It's been good. It's actually the first expansion I've done regular quests because I like some of the storylines so far. This being one of them. You see some scratches on the soil, but they are far more asterisk than an arrow. Okay. You find some graffiti that reads, Muvamook's a miser. Perhaps it was written by Anfroy in his younger years. Oopsie. A miserable miser. Alright, you find an arrow pointing out to the village toward the west. This must be the direction, yep. Alright. Point out to the arrow to the west. That's good. I've only done the first dungeon so far. Because I'm enjoying the storyline! Anfroy! I'll be fine. Alright. Thank you so much. It would have been a cruel twist of fate to be murdered by monsters just a few days before my retirement. I took this path to avoid being spotted by the moblins, only to get spotted by something far, far worse. It's a roundabout route to the Cracked Cistern, a community of artisans, mostly those who used to work in Earthenshire before they ended their contracts. Seemed like the perfect place to make Moovamook's present without her finding out. Come with me and I'll thank you properly once we're safe behind its gate. Okay. And I'm not doing every side quest, just the ones that tickle my fancy. This is only the second side quest I've done. Oh, this is Wuklamot. Okay, hold on. Over this way. Tomaton? The fuck's a tomaton? Tomaton? Like a tomato? Tomaton? Tomato? Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Stick 'em in a stew! Here we are, safe and sound, thanks to you. Before we start work, let me introduce you to a good friend of mine, Kane. Meet Rostan, the finest artisan in all Tyrol. Don't listen to a word he says. If I ever had any real talent, it withered long ago. That's the reason you find me here, rather than in Earthenshire. Crafting's best left to the true masters of the art, I say. That's why I'm letting Amfroy here use my workshop to make his gift for Moovamook. I don't know if it's a good idea anymore, though. I was hoping she'd never find out that I left the village, but now that she has, she's going to be furious. Moovamook's done so much for me over the years, but all I've ever given her is headaches. Will this gift be enough to make up for all that? She'll love it! You'll see. You'll find out when you give it to her. I don't remember which one's which. The blue pill or the red pill. Did she say something about me when we were helping her? Well, even if she is angry with me, it wouldn't be the first time. All our years working together, that's been our way. She nags me, I fob her off with my work. Fitting that it should end the same. I'll be done with the present soon enough. Would you mind heading back to Earthenshire for me? Let Moovamook know that I'm safe and well and I'll be home soon. Maybe I should escort you just in case you get attacked again. You know, like it seems kind of silly. Okay, just by all means, please don't get caught again. Oh no, Moovamook, he died along the way. That would have been a cruel twist. I said I don't remember which one's which. You can't get caught in a dryer, that's impossible. It is a weight lift to hear that Amfroy is dangerless and healthy-wise. Moovamook is still puzzle-brained why he would far walk to the Cracked Cistern, though. But no time for puzzle thinking, she needs to finish crafty making her buy gift. When Amfroy back walks to Earthenshire, we'll have plenty time for gift-giving and grumbly words. How many times must we trade lip flaps on this, Amfroy? You must not leave the pot wall alone. Wow, place is danger place. I know, and I'm sorry. I can say that made you angry, but this will be the last time, so can we keep the lecture short? Because plenty well, just fact share me. Why did you sneaky walk away to Cracked Cistern? To make this, it's a present, a treasure box. I heard you took a liking to that ruby I once gave you. Didn't seem right to keep something you supposedly treasure so much in a tatty old pouch, so... This is for Muvamook? Ampharoy hides his deep feels with grumbly words, so Muvamook will reply with grumbly words too. Muvamook knows that Ampharoy is a fop-minded, prenny dresser, so she made her treasure into a gaudy glitter dangle for him to hang around his neck. Whatever any of that meant. You made your treasure into a necklace and you're giving it to me? I can't accept this. If I did, you'd have nothing to put in the treasure box. All my work will have been for naught. Ampharoy must accept it. Muvamook made it special-wise, so that even after his pot pact ends and he leave takes Earthenshire, he'll remember our long times together. It's a standoff. This is all your fault, you know? If you only told me what you wanted, I wouldn't have had to guess. And if you told me you were making this necklace, I would have had to make you a box. Muvamook's fault? Only an addled brain would even think of ruining a surprise buy gift? You're saying I ruined it? If you ask me, we both ruined it, bickering like this until the very end. We're both of us irredeemable addle brains. Though we do have a knack for handicrafts, this necklace of yours is a little rustic, perhaps, but anyone can see it was made with care. As for the box, take it. Perhaps your next potsworn will earn you enough to buy a little better treasure. Ha! More grumbly words! Muvamook has many smileful memories exchanging them with Ampharoy, and this is the most smileful of all. Only damp eyes that it may be our last. Am I a good wingman? I would say no. Never had to wingman, so have no experience. Apologies for making you witness that sorry spectacle. Thank you, Kane, for helping me with Muvamook's gift and with mine too, apparently. It wasn't quite the perfect farewell scene I had in mind, but it was perfect for us. Our pot pact is at an end, so we must go strange ways. Ampharoy to a new life, Muvamook to a new craft hand. But so long as we help hands fast keep the trust and respect we hold for our potsworn in our hearts, and have passed those same friendly feels to the next generation, the pot pact shall live on. Well, I suppose I should start packing. Though my pot pact may be at an end, my career as an independent artisan is just beginning. I expect more gifts where that treasure box came from. So he's retiring just to work independently more? I don't understand this, man. Seemed like he had a pretty cushy job. Oh god, there's more? The Landsguard new... Oh, I get a... I get an orchestrion roll. I think they do make money. Maybe. I'm sure they make some money. There's no way that they don't make anything. They seem good. They're happy. Well, okay. All right. We got this. That was a cute little storyline. You can always tell that time and care is put in by the development team to make these quests that probably less than 1% of the player base bothers with. So I'll gladly be an extra one for a few of them. Wayward Artisan. Oh no. God bless it. Get the quest giver killed. That would be hilarious if it took damage. Alright. Okay, you're looking for a twinkle crafter? That's me! Most likely I'm the one of the Mom's contracted artisans specializing in jewelry making. Vendavok was concerned for my safety, you say? How kind of her to send me my own personal guard. I've ever been fascinated by the unique visual language of the Yukwi, you see. I often visit this place to bask in its grand, imposing glory. Yet I've never once taken a step beyond this point. The beasts that lurk within are far too dangerous to risk delving any further. But with you at my side, I can finally make a detailed study of the rest of the ruins. I guess. Such as what remains of them, of course. 500 years have come and gone since the giants returned to their ancestral lands, and they have not been kind to the creations they left behind. Yet some of the larger structures still remain, this impressive gate for one. They say the Yukwi towered yalms above even the tallest Zabral. But I wonder if their architecture might have played some part in exaggerating those tales. Its sheer sense of scale serving to inflate the giant's own. But enough speculation, let us press on. We have much to discover. So, avoid the enemy. Alright. Pillars of stone overlooking the nave. Fascinating, isn't it? The simple combination of geometric shapes naturally draws one's eyes to the center, all the while maintaining a delicate balance. As the sun traversed the sky, so too would the shadows of the towers above paint patterns on the ground below. And not just any patterns, oh no, calculations! Every stone cut and placed with mathematical precision, divining the movement of the stars and the changing of the seas, a triumph of both form and function, true artistry. But wait, what's that over there by the cliff's edge? Quickly, with me! I don't see anything. I see an enemy. I don't see anything. I don't think I've ever had my dogs try to hunt me. Oh yeah, gee, what a surprise. We find enemies. Alright. Thank you, and forgive me for racing ahead like that. I was so absorbed in examining every ilm of this place, I completely forgot the reason I've never done so before. But if anything is worth risking one's life for, it's just surely this. Why, just look at this tower. It's a work of art. That. Okay. Is it? To the untrained eye, it might appear little more than a pile. Yeah? Nope, definitely a pile of stone. But look at how each brick is cut and positioned perfectly to align with its neighbors, and not a drop of mortar to hold them in place. The engravings, too, surely have some religious significance. They certainly inspire reverence in me. Yes, inspiring reverence, that's the thing. Why else would the giants build their temple upon the cliff top, if not to make daily proof of their predominance over those who dwelled in the plains below, those who were beneath them in every way? One cannot help but admire them, that their creations should awe and exhilarate us even now, centuries since they've been gone. Thank you, my friend. My passion for jewel craft had been cooling of late, but now I am positively burning with inspiration. If the Yukwi's creations can echo through the ages, and so can mine, to earth and shire and eternity. Great. Let's head back. Okay. Vendavok. There we go, yep. Big thanks for bringing the Twinkle Crafter back to us. Not only is he safe and well, but full of mind fruit too. He says that he found it in the giant's prey place. This need for mind fruit is common among the potsworn. Some try to find it in history, some in nature, some even in firewater. Firewater? Is that like alcohol? Would that be alcohol? I think firewater. I can only think about alcohol. It is our side of the pot pack to keep them well supplied with it, a duty that is a constant source of brain pain. But oh, the ideas they come up with when they have it. Such fresh thinking. Vendavot can't wait to see what our friendly Twinkle Crafter Wangle crafts next. Alright. Wangle. Look at all these coffers. Okay. With that, we can continue the main scenario quest.